Hey, I'm coming to you from Free Speech Alley on the campus of Louisiana State University. This is my good friend Chris Douglas, and this is the spot where we met. Chris was one of the first people that was crazy enough to be in a small group that I led. He was in the first small group that I ever led right here on the campus at LSU. And Chris has gone on to do church planting in North Carolina. He's back in Louisiana now working with ushers and hospitality in his new church. And I thought it'd be fun to just get together and talk a little bit about leadership and what you've learned. And if you were talking, Chris, to a young leader, what would your advice be for them?
One of the biggest things I've learned since moving on from college and being involved in different capacities with different churches and ministries is that don't put too much value in success. You know, a lot of times we think, well, you know, God's going to bless me, I'm planting the seed, and I'm really going to see this tremendous crop, when all our job is to plant the seed. We may not be the ones to be able to, you know, reap the crop and see the fruits of our labor. Me personally, I've always been so results driven that if I pour myself into something and I don't get the results that I'm looking for, then I have the tendency to look at it as a failure. When it really, what it is a lot of times looking back is God just teaching me some different things. You know, sometimes God will give us those successes and those victories that we can kind of celebrate. But other times, God may be wanting to go deeper in our hearts. And for me, that's one of the things I had to do with, you know, going through church planning, you know, and sometimes things not turning out the way you expect them to or what your goals were. But God, in hindsight, I think God was causing me to lean more heavily on Him and to not, you know, be so reliant on myself and my strength. And one of the things I've learned in the recent years in ministry is to focus on God and enjoy where He's put you at, but don't get too down if you put yourself into something and you don't see things happen the way you expect them to happen.
Yeah, that's good. One more question for you. These people have to work with Heather Zempel on a daily basis. Would you have any advice to them specifically on how to work with Heather Zempel?
Like to butter her up, or
well, however, wherever you want to go with that, Chris, wherever you want to go.
Other than RC colas and moon pies.
That's been going on for a long time, people. Long time.
Or, you know, this very spot where I think I was either given a Coke or a blow pop or something like that. No, in all seriousness, and working with Heather, just in my life, she's been one of the, I think, key influences in a season of my life to be able to just be encouraged and just find a trustworthy heart, somebody that you can just be real with, and that through seasons of your life or whatever you may be going through, that it's okay to, you know, find somebody you trust and to open up and let those hearts be knitted. And as far as dealing with her, you know, well, you just have to leave some things at the cross. You know, there's only so much you can do sometimes.
That was mostly very nice and serious. I've got your moon pie in the car. Thanks, guys. We'll come at you later with some more wisdom from Heather's friends.